Hello. Oh my God, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can see and hear me in the chat. I am I am new to hosting this from my own home. But the video is premiering shortly and I'm really excited about it. Um, Adam's Ribs live version is on the way. It's honestly like one of the things I'm like most proud of that I've done in like a really long time. Yeah, it's just gonna be. It's really really beautiful. I guess there's not a ton of people in the chat. I don't know. But but yeah, I can talk a little bit about like the background of how we made it. So we went to this. I'm gonna close my computer. We went to this spot. I think it was a little bit east of LA, and we rented out this gorgeous warehouse. And the creative team kitted it out with these like beautiful hanging lights. There were all of these flowers. I got a dress that makes me look like a fairy. I was honestly kind of resistant to it at first because I thought that I didn't look good in it. But then I saw it on camera and I was like, never mind, I look beautiful. We did some really great sparkly makeup. We put some pearls in my hair, which was very, very cute. The pearls in my face. I didn't realize how much I loved that until it was happening to me. If you have any cues, I can A them. So, oh, also, I did just eat a Jolly Rancher because my allergies have been not great in this heat wave, and I've been waking up with itchy eyes and an itchy throat. So I did my throat coat. I did my Jolly Rancher. Um, but yeah, if you have any questions for me, I can answer them. I can answer them about Adam's Ribs. I can answer questions about the EP in general. I can answer questions about uh, books. Anything you want, babe. The world is your oyster. The world is our oyster. Um, yeah, I'm wearing one of my favorite jackets. Wait, where is the thingy? It has a Reese's Racing logo on it, and it's one of my favorite things. I got it at the Melrose Trading Post. I think either at the end of 2019 or the very beginning of 2020. I want to go back there. Love the Melrose Trading Post. Are you guys vaxxed? Where are you watching from? What? Oh, we got a question. What's your own favorite lyric from Adam's Ribs? That's tough. This is one of the songs where like I'm so proud of so many of the lyrics. Like I think it really reads like poetry in a really meaningful way. That's like one of my rules for songwriting is that I always say like if you can't read it without the melody or music behind it and still like it, then you probably need to try again on the lyrics. So this one I really like. I really like Have You Ever Lost Heaven? I really like Feel Like the Product of Such a Savage Harvest. I really like The High Is Worth the Bruise. I'd Still Eat the Fruit. Um, I love This love letter begins to Adam from your ribs. Like, there's just so many lines that I loved. What inspired it? It's kind of a collection of experiences. Like, there's a few songs. Well, the only two songs that I've put out that are like directly like fictional are Immune and Adam's Ribs. Although Adam's Ribs is not entirely fictional because like I have experienced unrequited love in my life. But when I was writing it, I wasn't like envisioning a specific person. Um, Hello, Brazil. But yeah, I that one was more like a collection of experiences, like me trying to just like capture the feeling of like what it feels like to have just a huge earth-shattering crush on someone and they don't want you back and you're like trying to get over it and it's so hard because you feel like your whole existence is built around them. I was just talking to one of my friends about this recently, like because I'm in a relationship, but she like is not and has a crush on someone, and we were talking about how like having a crush on someone can really make your day go by faster. Like it can make life feel a little bit more fun and exciting because like you are excited to see them or excited to talk to them on the phone, or like you're excited to like see if they've messaged you anything during the day, and like you can imagine all kinds of fun scenarios with them. Like my go-to is imagining going to Trader Joe's together because what's more romantic than that? But yeah, it's very easy to like let your mind sort of passively return to that person whenever you're bored or sad or stressed. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna like calm down by like imagining a part of my life that's like pure and happy and like, wholesome and like almost nostalgic for when you were a kid and you could have crushes where you were like doodling in your notebook or whatever. So that is really fun to have. But then if you have a crush on someone that's not available, or a crush on someone that doesn't like you back, and you have to get over it, it's like it's not quite a breakup, but you do have to, like, it is a mourning process of like extracting them from like the fabric of your daydreams. And you have to start daydreaming about something else. My go-to daydreams are about being a guest on the Seth Meyers show, sitting on the couch chatting it up with him, and also whoever I have a crush on. Those are the two things. So you know, I'm sure you guys have been there. If you have a crush that you can't get over, send them Adam's ribs. Just kidding. Don't do that. They'll think that you are a weirdo. But yeah, 10 minutes till the premiere now. What else can I talk to you guys about? I've got my big mason jar today. I'm also going to be on Facebook later answering questions, because the video is going to be on Facebook too, question mark. So I'll be on Facebook later answering questions. But for now I am here, and we are all here. I went to a John Green event in 2017. It was right after he put out his book Turtles All the Way Down, and he and his brother Hank did a tour. And I went to the LA show, and at the very end, John Green leads the crowd in this version of Auld Lang Syne that was sung in the trenches of, I think, World War One. And it goes, "We're here because we're here because we're here because we're here. We're here because we're here because we're here because we're here." And it's something that was very comforting in 2017, I guess, maybe in the wake of the last election. And like, it was November 2017. So it had been like almost a year under the last administration. And that was intense. But it's also really wonderful now, like in the pandemic times, because like it's not over. The pandemic isn't over. And even though there, like, circumstances have improved a little bit, it's definitely not finished, and there's some parts of the world that are hit so much harder than others, and it can be really comforting to just be here. And like, it's really hard to think of all the people who aren't here, and so it's important to be grateful that we are. But yeah, that song made me cry when he first did that little moment. I cried, and when I think about it now, it's like very comforting. um Also, another thing he said in that program was, "Hope is true, hope is correct," which is something that I hold on to very steadfastly. And I recently read his new book, The Anthropocene Reviewed, which is his first work of nonfiction, to my knowledge. And that's really, really beautiful. I would recommend picking that up. Will you be touring in the near future? Yeah, I mean, near, define near. I'm playing at the Greek in LA on September 9th, opening for Rufus Wainwright and Amy Mann. And I'm playing in Minneapolis on September 11th for the Basilica Block Party. As for the rest of 2021, I'm not sure. Probably not a ton. Maybe there'll be a couple more like pop up little things here and there. But next spring and summer I will probably be on the road. I just don't know a lot for sure. I'm going to be playing Primavera Barcelona on June 9th, 2022. And I'm doing some stuff in Denmark and the Netherlands as well. I think those are two festivals that I'm doing. And then there's some other stuff in the works. So if you live in Europe and you want to go to one of those festivals, you should. I don't know if the tickets are on sale already. Maybe they are. But yeah, you should go to Primavera Barcelona or Best Kept Secret or whatever the other one is. I can't remember. And yeah, if you live in Minneapolis or near Minnesota and you want to come to the Basilica Block Party, you should come hang. I'll definitely be in the Bay Area at some point. Like, I live in LA, so like that's not hard at all. But yeah, I don't know for sure where and when I will be. Where and when I will be, I don't know. Who's to say? But yeah, I am really excited to play some more shows. I played a So Far show in San Francisco in 2018, and I played a So Far show in Chicago in 2019, and those are the only two places. Oh no, and I played Sundance Festival in January 2020. So those are the places that I've played outside of Los Angeles, like played shows. So I'm really excited to play some shows in other parts of the US. I'm honestly really excited to explore the US. Like, I have a lot of issues with the US government, but I don't want to blame like the people for that, if that makes sense. Like, obviously, like, it's not people who vote against their own interests and are like actively harming the planet that's upsetting. But like a lot of those people, like it's because of the circumstances that they grew up in, and like they are still human beings who deserve respect. And so I'm really excited to explore the US and meet not only like-minded people who are trapped in places where they're surrounded by people who are not like-minded, but also to hopefully, if not like fully reach across the aisle, at least just like be a positive presence in a place where people don't necessarily have a lot of positive representation of Black women. Maybe that's like really naive of me. But yeah, I look forward to touring all parts of the US. There's so much of this country that I haven't seen, and honestly, like it's a lot of it's really beautiful. So I'm really excited to go see like more of like what makes America beautiful, like on a really granular level. And of course, I'm really excited to explore the rest of the world. I've been to a few countries in Europe, but I've never been anywhere in Africa or Asia. So I really want to go to those places. I've never been to Canada or Mexico either. So more of North America. I've never been anywhere in South America. Oh, I've been to Mexico once. I went on like a trip with my parents and my brothers. But we didn't get to explore a ton. But yeah, I really want to go to Mexico City. I really want to go to Mexico City. I really want to go to. I want to go to Brazil. I don't know where in Brazil specifically, but like obviously, like I don't know when it'll be safe to do that. But whenever it is, like I really want to go to Brazil. Like I love Brazilian food. And I'm a vegetarian, but like I love like plantains. I love acai bowls. I love like everything. I love apparently Brazil has really good pizza. I heard. Um will I collab with Phoebe? I would love to. I don't know if that I mean, I shouldn't say I don't know if that will ever happen. I feel like it could probably happen at some point, but we are not like in communication. So I don't know, but I'd love to. Um yeah, I would love to go to Washington. When you say Washington, do you mean Washington State or DC? Because I have been to Washington DC. I've never been to Washington State. But I really want to go to Seattle. Seattle and Portland are two cities that I really want to go to. And I also want to go back to DC because DC's cool. I've been there a couple times, but I've never performed there. But I've visited. I recorded there when I was in high school, funnily enough, and then I went in the fall of 2019 to visit the NPR offices, which was awesome. Really want to play a Tiny Desk one day. That's the dream. Washington State. Yeah, I've never been to Washington State, but I really want to go to Seattle. I love coffee. I'm not a big rainy weather person, but I can make it work for you because I really want to go there. I want to see Space Needle. I want to see Pike Place Market. That's something, right? Look at me knowing facts. Are we staying hydrated, girlies? Boss babes. Boss babes of all genders. It's a gender neutral term. I have really started calling all of my friends boss babe and girl boss all the time. It is ironic, but also is it? Like, have I crossed over to new sincerity? I don't know. That was a concept that I talked about with my friends in high school a lot, was the concept of new sincerity, because like we were like, has irony ended? Have we gone too far and gone like all the way around to the other side? Are we excited? Just a couple more minutes now. I'm gonna tap out like a little bit after 11, like 11:01, and then we're all gonna go watch the video together. Ain't that peculiar? Ain't that peculiar? Ain't that peculiar? Yeah, I'm really excited about this video. It's really, really special. Not to like hype myself up, but like it's really good. It's like one of the best live performances I've ever done. And I was so nervous about it. I was like, I have to do perfect. They worked so hard on this set. They made me look so nice. I had to sing so good, but I did it. Just for you. Yeah. I've been playing with these things on my desk. I have this English money. I have some pounds. I haven't been to England since December 2019, but I have 2 1-pound coins and then a 10 pence. And I normally have them with me in my wallet. I don't know. I guess they fell out or something. That's why they're on my desk. But I like to carry UK currency with me because it like makes me feel like travel is just around the bend. I'm really excited to go back to the UK. I love London so much. And I want to go back to Dublin. I went there for like a couple days right after my freshman year of college when I was doing like going around with my dad to like a bunch of different places in the UK. But I want to go back to Dublin, like spend more time there and like explore it like with like maybe with people who live there if possible. I don't know anyone who lives in Dublin, but I want to give it a shot. But yeah, I like to have my UK money. It was funny because so I went to London in December 2019 and I'd gone in January 2019. So I still had like a couple of pounds left over from that. So like when I first landed, I like forgot to exchange my currency. And so I got like a whatever I could get with like the like 5 pounds that I had left. I think I got like a coffee and something. I think I had enough to get something. Okay. It's 11. It's gonna start real soon. I'm gonna hit end in a minute. Stick around. I don't think you have to do anything. I think it will just take you there. I think it will just take you right in. But thank you for sticking around. I feel like there's a good amount of people in here. I think. I don't really know how to track that, but I think there's like a good amount of people in here hanging out. And I am really excited for you guys to see this video. It's going to be so good. And it hopefully makes you cry. It made me cry when I first watched it. It made my mom cry. Although granted, like, she cries when I do things because she's my mother and she's biased. She insists she's not, but I think she is. But yeah, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Oh, also, I'm going to be on Travis Mills later. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's live. So I'm going to be on Travis Mills in like an hour. But yeah, enjoy the video. I hope you guys love it.